what's good? Welcome back to another video. So this one, I did one of these Ime Udoka, and it was more towards the situation than Malika. Even though Malika was talking crazy to Stephen A. and then kicked Kendrick Perkins off the air. This one is specifically Malika. This video right here is specifically Malika Andrews. Cause this says Malika Andrews exposes Joe Mazzulla'S criminal history, man. So we finna get into it. So I want to hear y'all's comments on the situation and with Malika. So put that in the comments so I can read them, reply to them. But here, I guess this was on what's called yesterday. So here we go. Let's see.
And Woj, you reported that Joe Mazzulla will be the interim head coach here. You can see his resume on your screen. He's been a Celtics assistant coach the last 3 seasons after spending the previous 3 seasons at Fairmount State. And he played for West Virginia between 2006 and 2011, and now could become the NBA's youngest head coach.
That man was an assistant coach for, I didn't know, 3 seasons.
We'd be remiss not to also mention that Mazzulla was arrested twice at West Virginia, once in 2008 for underage drinking and aggravated assault. He pled guilty, paid a fine, and then again in 2009 for domestic battery after an incident at Morgantown Bar. The domestic battery case never went to trial. It was settled in August of 2009. He paid a $100 fine and court costs, plus had to do 40 hours of community service. Now, that was 13 years ago. He settled and paid both fines. So, Woj, why are the Celtics choosing him as their next head coach?
Okay, man. Okay, so I'll let Woj talk about this because someone's gonna break this down, and I don't know if we'll react to this whole video because I got points I want to say about this.
Well, let's start with this. This is somebody whose character they really believe in, whose leadership they really believe in, and tactically they think this is Joe Mazzulla has all the makings of a head coach in the NBA.
So I got out of the shower and I didn't think this was
so
a
we'll
real
listen
thing.
A little bit.
And sure enough, it is. And I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you guys, okay? This bitch needs to lose her job.
Okay, yeah, I gotta. Oh snap! I gotta like the video. Hold up, y'all. That's funny. But okay, so let's keep it a buck. Like you said, let's keep it a buck. They showed this man's resume, Joe Mazzulla'S resume, right? He's gonna be the next assistant. Actually, he's gonna be the next head coach in place of Ime Udoka, right? So they show his coaching resume. Would be the youngest head coach in the NBA at 34 years old.
34 years old. And we
after they say that, all she had to do, and it would get the same point across. Well, because she's trying to get a certain point across. But look, after this, she could have said this right here. Where's it at? She could have said this right here.
Why are the Celtics choosing him as their next?
Why are the Celtics choosing him as the next head coach? That could have been the end of the whole. That could have been it. There's his resume. Why are the Celtics choosing him? Instead, she turned to the feds, I guess, and found this man whole background. There's no point in bringing this up. Keep it a buck. There's no point in looking at this man's criminal history, especially
years old. And we'd be remiss not to.
You don't even have to mention this. This is not even worth mentioning because she said, now granted, it was 13 years ago. So anytime. So I guess what I'm trying to say is now, because I'm sorry, Malika Andrews is straight up. She's making it seem like it's a war against women, when none of this is the case at all. There's no point in, what's the reason for bringing up this man's criminal record or whatever? It's not like he did something
To also mention that Mazzulla was arrested twice at West Virginia, once in 2008 for underage.
Because it's not like, because he has a criminal record, correct? If it didn't keep him from getting the job, because if you're getting a job, they're going to do a background check and all that on you. So it didn't keep him from getting the assistant head coach job. So what's the point of bringing it up for the for the nation to know about? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like you're going out of your way to paint him as a certain type of, what's it called? Like, almost like a villain.
He pled guilty, paid a fine, and then again in 2009 for domestic battery after an incident at most of 2000.
I kind of want to hear what the dude had to say, because maybe I'll agree with him.
Character they really believe in.
Head coach.
Oh, that could have been it. Why? He coached at West Virginia, or coached at was it Fairview State or whatever. He played at West Virginia. He was a assistant coach for 3 years. Why do the Celtics think he has the makings to be their next head coach? That's all she had to say. Instead,
let's start with this. This is somebody whose character they really believe in.
And you can tell, look, the fact that Woj had to say that lets me know, like, Woj, even though she's trying to, like, low-key attack this man, like, she's basically throwing dirt on his name, or, like, bringing up past stuff that he did to make it look like, it's almost a shot at Boston in a sense, if you know what I'm talking
leadership making.
Let me hear this. And I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you guys, okay? This bitch needs to lose her job.
He said lose her job. Yes and no. Cause I'd give her, well, I'd say I'd give her 3 strikes, but she had the Stephen A. incident, the Kendrick Perkins when she kicked him off the air for not, because he didn't agree, and then you got this one bringing up. She would have to she'd have to be demoted to like another show or something, because she's making it. She's not listening to like most people. Like, okay, when there's an argument or something, or like when there's opinions, you're supposed to give your opinion. You let the other person give their opinion, and then you're listening for the opinion, not because she didn't listen at all to what Stephen A. had to say or what Kendrick Perkins had to say. Because what she was saying made no sense whatsoever. Like, she was saying Stephen A. needs to quit blaming women, but keep it a buck. If they fired Ime Udoka and said he'd been fired for violating team policy, no one would know. They were talking about how it's unfair to the women that aren't involved, that they're speculating. If they just did that, if they just said Ime Udoka had been fired for violating team policy, or he'd been suspended for violating team policy, they went and said exactly what happened. So, like, if you would have kept it internally, just say suspended for violating something, nobody would speculate. But the fact that this is exactly what he's been saying, because you see it all the time. He broke team policy. No one digs further to see what the team policy was. They just say, oh, he violated team policy. But Ime Udoka, they put his whole business out there. So the women in the organization, unfortunately, are gonna they're gonna be speculations about him. But let's see what this man had to say about Malika.
I'm just gonna call it what she needs to lose her fucking job. I don't call for people's jobs very often. I mean, unless they're fucking terrible at it. But this bitch is just straight up unprofessional. I mean, first it was the Stephen A. Smith thing, right? She called in to the Stephen A. Smith show on First Take to tell him, that he's victim blaming, that he needs to stop on his own fucking show.
She did do that. I'm telling you, man. I would send her lose her job. She would still be losing her job if she got demoted. But like, I'd have to put on another show or something, because the fact that the whole show is supposed to be on different opinions. On every single debate show, on every single show, period, everyone gets a chance to give their opinion, and then you argue said opinion. Like, you don't, like, with Stephen A., she didn't argue his opinion on the thing. She argued, like, he was victim, like, he was making women, like, what did he say, victim shaming? He was saying, basically saying Stephen A. is saying the women aren't victims or whatever. I don't think it was like it wasn't. She wasn't really arguing his opinion. She was like going at it with emotion because even after he gave his rebuttal or whatever, she still didn't listen to it. She still was talking about something completely different. She was like, "I thank you for that clarification," and she still didn't like mention what he was talking about.
Who the fuck does this bitch think she is? Then she shuts down Kendrick Perkins, right? Who I would assume has more information on the situation than she does, because he is beloved in Boston, okay? And then she does this. She comes out and exposes Joe Mazzulla'S criminal history on national TV.
Yeah, see, okay. Yeah. Because he got a point. Because, again, you don't think Boston knew about this when they hired him? Like, you think Boston had no idea? Oh, we just hired him. We didn't do no background check. We just... He came in. We said, you know what? You got the job. You didn't even have to interview for it. Like, come on, man. If they knew, if they wanted people to know, they would have leaked it. You know what I'm saying? They already leaked Ime Udoka's situation. But what I'm saying is, there's no need for Malika. Malika's making all this too personal, if that makes sense. Like, she's making it seem like there's really like a war against women when none of that is the case at all. Like,
the balls of this bitch. Somebody needs to check and see if she's got a dick, because I think she's a fucking...
All right, now he going crazy. So that's it for the video, man. that man going crazy right now. I gave him a like, though. But yeah, there's no need at all to bring this man criminal history, criminal record up. So if I was ESPN, she would have to take some time off for like a new show. Who knows? They might end up getting Rachel Nichols back. I don't know, man. But she's like making stuff like what she's saying makes no sense to me. Like, why would you even bring that up? Why would you bring up someone's dirt and then be like, so why do Boston think he... Woes had to say, you know what? They think he has a great character. Like, Woes sticking up for Boston right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard for the hit. Because look.
Him as their next head coach.
Well, let's start with this.
He said, well, to start with this. Because she was basically attacking this man's character. Like, because let's keep it a buck now. If we look at all sports, like, if you go through all the sports, like networks, jobs, all of it, there's a whole bunch of people you could dig up that have criminal, nobody perfect. So there's a whole bunch of people you could dig up that been arrested before. But she put it on national TV for everyone to see, man. So I'd put Malika on a new show, get someone else to host this. But that's it for the video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Comment below what you think. If you agree, disagree with me, let me know. I think I'm going to start streaming. That way I could really interact with all of y'all. Well, I'm going to catch you on the next one. Till then, I'm out. Peace.